In the Supreme Master Shanghai International Association relief news from Bangladesh, extreme floods since late May have been considered the worst in the Bangladeshi people's living memories. Over 9 million citizens have been affected, with more than 100 fatalities and entire villages submerged. Conveying her deep sympathy and prayers, Supreme Master Shanghai set aside $30,000 for emergency aid in Bangladesh and asked our local association members to go and help the most vulnerable.
Our association members in Bangladesh immediately purchased and packed basic food items such as dates, flattened rice, puffed rice, sugar, vegan cookies, as well as oral rehydration salt, and brought them by boat to remote areas that had not yet received any aid. The food deliveries were made to 2,700 families in the hard-hit Sylhet division, where at least 56 people lost their lives and almost 3 million were homeless or stranded without power. Over 2 days, our association relief team worked with local officials and volunteers to distribute the relief packages to 15 villages in the devastated Sunamganj district of the Sylhet division, 94% of which had been submerged by the floods.
অসংখ্য ধন্যবাদ জানাই সুপ্রিম মাস্টার চিংহাইকে।
স্যার আপনাকে ধন্যবাদ।
We join in gratitude to Supreme Master Shanghai for her unconditional support for the flood-affected and appreciate the caring efforts of our association's relief team as well as the local officials and volunteers. May heaven watch over the kind people of Bangladesh through their recovery as we all strive to restore the planet's balance through more benevolent lifestyles. Palestinian refugees receive financial support from Kuwait. The government of Kuwait has donated $2 million to the United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestine refugees in the Near East, or UNRWA, to be used to sustain key services for the vulnerable, including healthcare, social welfare programs, education, and relief. This amount is in addition to the $10 million they have already given for 2022. The agency is currently providing humanitarian assistance to about 5.8 million Palestinian refugees in Jordan, Lebanon, Syria, Gaza, and the West Bank. Kuwait has donated almost $215 million to UNRWA since 2000, contributing to the well-being and the stability of displaced Palestinians. Our sincere gratitude, Kuwait and UNRWA, for your vital support of the Palestinian refugees. In Allah's merciful care, may they be blessed with a secure and peaceful future.
Doctors in Scotland urged National Health Service to stop serving meat in hospitals. A group of Scottish physicians recently wrote an open letter to the National Health Service Scotland urging its hospitals to stop offering meat, dairy, and eggs in meals. The letter compared the act of serving meat in those institutions to distributing cigarettes in the pulmonary care unit and explained that transitioning to totally vegan menus would help boost patient recovery, decrease healthcare costs by £30 billion per year, reduce animal people suffering, and help in reaching net zero carbon emissions. What a brilliant suggestion, caring Scottish physicians, and we pray that the National Health Service Scotland follows your advice to only offer healthful vegan fare in all hospitals. In the wisdom of the divine, may doctors worldwide set a proper example by recommending and eating only vegan food for the best of health for all.
India to support children orphaned during COVID-19 pandemic. The government of India has announced a program to provide educational scholarships, mental wellness counseling, and health insurance to young ones who sadly became orphans between March 2020 and February 2022 due to the COVID-19 pandemic. These children will also receive an endowment of over $12,500 when they reach 23 years of age. Last year's second wave of the pandemic created a devastating situation in the nation, with over 500,000 people losing their lives as hospitals ran out of beds and oxygen. India is a recipient of 2 Shining World Leadership Awards for Compassion and Shining World Leadership Awards for Environmental Protection and Good Governance, as well as a laureate of 3 Shining World Leadership Awards for Compassion, 3 Shining World Leadership Awards for Justice, 2 Shining World Leadership Awards for Peace, and Shining World Leadership Awards for Good Governance and Protection. A high salute, Government of India, for your generous plan to support your nation's youth left without parents due to COVID-19. In God's mercy, may the pure-hearted children of India grow into healthy adults as they grace the world with their noble deeds.
Airless car tires recently showcased in Luxembourg. United States-based tire company Goodyear recently allowed journalists to test its new airless tires on a Tesla. The structure is made from a web of spokes that are attached to the outer tread. Since they are not inflated, they can never puncture or go flat and could potentially last for the lifetime of a car, thus making them more environmentally friendly. The tires have been trialed for 120,000 kilometers and been taken to speeds of up to 160 kilometers per hour in both very hot temperatures and in the snow. Although the tires do not have the same level of grip as conventional air-filled models, the developers foresee improved versions may be available for passenger cars by the end of the decade. Thank you, Goodyear, for creating new and safer air-free tires. In heaven's guidance, may all drivers carefully navigate to their destinations while paying close attention to the road and the surroundings.
2 teenagers from United States protect communities by serving as fire personnel. Julie Kisseberth and Hunter Sandborn, both 18 years old, recently started working to extinguish wildfires and safeguard people's homes. The duo just graduated from high school in Colorado and could quickly start their new career due to a 1-year fire science program that the school recently introduced. Julie stated of helping fight the Cerro Pelado fire in New Mexico for 14 days. It's a good feeling once you save a home. When I was on that fire, no structures were lost, and part of that was because of my work. Hunter also has had experience helping to extinguish wildfires in New Mexico, and both will continue to do so in that state during the summer. Way to go, Julie Kisseberth and Hunter Sandborn, on your dedication to shielding humans, animal people, and the environment from wildfires. In the protection of the Providence, may your efforts save many lives as your noble hearts inspire selfless service in all you encounter.
Plant-based milk startup signs with leading Australian supermarket chain. The Sydney-based business Uluhai, created by Heidi Putin and Veja Vogius in 2017, will sell its plant-based milk bases at select outlets of the popular supermarket chain Woolworths. The ethically driven ladies realized that cow-person milk is unsustainable and most milk cartons used for vegan milks cannot be recycled. They wanted a better solution to other plant-based milks and therefore created highly concentrated nut milk bases sold in recyclable glass jars. The types currently offered on the brand's website are almond milk, nut milk, hazelnut milk, and hemp milk. Each jar contains 300 grams of base and can create up to 10 liters of nut milk by adding water and blending. Furthermore, the mini jars of milk base measuring 120 grams that will be sold in Woolworths can create 3 liters of thick vegan milk in the same way. What innovative thinking, Heidi Putin and Ms. Veja Vogius. May plant milk and other delicious vegan food swiftly be embraced by all for a sustainable, peaceful planet in celestial glory.
Dog persons from war-torn Ukraine saved by United States-based rescue organization. With the assistance of volunteers and dedicated staff, Big Dog Ranch Rescue from Florida, USA is bringing dog people left behind in Ukraine to a shelter in Poland that the non-profit is operating. After a 4-day journey in a rescue van, the first group of 20 dog people were saved from devastated areas. The team plans to rescue more precious souls, helping them to recover from dehydration and malnourishment. They will receive medical aid and recuperate while being quarantined until they are healthy enough to be reunited with their caregivers or be adopted. Since its founding in 2008, Big Dog Ranch Rescue has saved over 50,000 dogfolk, creating a joy-filled space for them as they await a forever loving home. Big Dog Ranch Rescue is a Shining World Compassion Award recipient and was provided a humble token of loving support of $15,000 from our beloved Supreme Master Qinghai in May 2020. Our heartfelt gratitude, Big Dog Ranch Rescue team members, for risking your lives to bring hope and comfort to animal people in times of need. May God bless you boundlessly, and may all your life-saving missions be successful.